Hey, my name is Stix and welcome back to another weekly recap of Gacha news, Gacha updates, Gacha releases, shutdowns, drama, everything that happened over the course of the last week, presented to you in one very easily digestible format. If you want to stay up to date with anything and everything concerning the Gacha genre, make sure you go on over, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification, make sure it's set to all so you're aware of everything that I post and you don't miss out. Now we got a lot to talk about, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. The devs behind the stunning open world RPG Project Mugen explained how it actually plays. There's a whole article dedicated to this over on Games Radar. I'm actually going to be doing a dedicated video on this over the course of the next 2 or so days, so I'd urge you to wait for that. For my input, Artery Gear Fusion has introduced the Brain in a Jar AI waifu, and this has actually gotten 500 upvotes. I'm not quite sure why, but apparently this was very highly anticipated. Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn Engage is set to release on October 17th. I'm a big fan of the Gundam franchise. I love Gundam Wing, I love Gundam Seed, wasn't a fan of Seed Destiny. I enjoyed Gundam 00, never really got into Gundam Unicorn. So being able to play a Gundam Gacha game sounds like a good idea in as a concept, but at the same time, it's probably not going to be. I'm gonna try it out, sure, but I don't like Gacha adaptations of popular anime series. They always just seem to fumble and be, well, for lack of a better way of phrasing this, just really bad. Nikke is holding their very first anniversary live stream. And I'm excited because there's gonna be a lot to do, a lot to look forward to. There's actually a lot of, this is great artwork. The live stream is going to begin on October 27th, and the event is going to, you know what, I don't know why they gave Anis the censored top for the promotional art, but then in game and everywhere else it's the uncensored version. Either way, the first anniversary celebration is being streamed on October 27th, 7:30. I am very much looking forward to that. I play Nikke every single day and I've made a lot of progress in it. I actually managed to get Naga at pull 100. I haven't gotten Tia yet though, but I'm working on it. Arc Recode is holding a beta test in November, inviting 20,000 players to play. They have reached 100,000 pre-registrations thus far. And I know you're looking at this and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I know why they reached 100,000 pre-registrations. And yeah, this is part of the reason. It looks like they only had up to 100,000. They were only anticipating 100,000. Petite? No fucking way. So I'm curious what their goal is now. 500,000? Memento Mori is holding its first anniversary and it's giving out 100 free pulls. Plus there are new features. If you've been waiting to play Memento Mori, honestly, I played Memento Mori. It was not at all a bad game. It was an idle game, so it was very limiting in terms of what you could do. But I kind of had some fun in it. It had a beautiful soundtrack and a beautiful aesthetic. Now, before we go any further into the news, into the drama, I want to take a moment here to thank our incredible patrons over on Patreon who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely incredible, and I cannot thank you all enough. Girls Frontline 2's first big update in the open beta test addresses many player concerns in response to the review bombing. For those of you that didn't know, I actually did a dedicated video on this, but the game was review bombed due to some story issues that people had, some game issues that people had. People actually lost their hard drive. Uninstalling the game wiped their hard drive clean. In addition to this, Girls Frontline 2, the Chinese release of the game at least was delayed from the 28th of October all the way till the 15th of December. So that's an almost 2-month delay. And given Global was supposed to, if I recall, launch within the first quarter of 2024, it is probably also a safe bet to assume that Global was pushed back as well to an undisclosed, unconfirmed date right now, which is even more depressing. Ensemble Stars Music released their PC version. That's kind of exciting if you're into that. I've actually never played it. I've never played like a musical gacha game. No, actually, that's a lie. I did play Idoli Pride when it came out, and I just watched a bunch of schoolgirls dance and make really weird noises for like hours and hours. Yggdra Rebirth is back, and admittedly, nobody is at all happy with this. From what I can tell, nobody likes the game. But I mean, it's back if you ever wanted to play it or enjoyed it. Honkai Star Rail released the trailer for the PS5 version of the game. I know a lot of people are very excited for this to finally get their hands on the PS5 port. Honkai Star Rail, of course, is one of the most popular gacha games in the world right now, so it stands to reason as why that is. Tokyo Ghoul's latest gacha game, Break the Chains, is going to be officially launching on November 9th. From what honestly, I looked at gameplay, I looked at everything concerning the game, and this looks like hot garbage. I would strongly urge you not to play it, but I mean, I will, just so I can see how bad the game is. Bang Dream Girls Band Party, which is quite the name, by the way, is ending its Korean service on January 31st, 2024. It's never sad to see a gacha game shut down, but I mean, sometimes they're just not very good, or sometimes just people don't really care about them enough to warrant them remaining online. The 2D run-and-gun gacha game Sky Fortress Odyssey opens global pre-registration, a fantasy steampunk RPG. This is actually something I've never heard of before. I know nothing about. I don't even know what this game looks like. So you guys can expect a dedicated video on this very soon with everything to expect when it's coming out, because from what I can see, I like the waifus. Black Moon Sea, which is another upcoming global gacha game, actually just went into closed beta testing for the Southeast Asian region under Play Park. I know that's gonna upset some people because from what I can tell, Play Park isn't really very well liked in the gacha community, but I mean, if you're interested in playing it, you can right now. Kudo actually finally put their ads up in the middle of Times Square, surprising absolutely everyone, and I'm in shock and awe. This actually looks very cool, and I never thought that this would actually be a thing, but here we are. For those of you that are actually fans of the Gurren Lagann anime, I am myself, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann EN launched and is not being very well received. Because again, it's another gacha adaptation of a popular anime, and it looks and plays like crap. It launched on October 12th if you're interested in trying it out. Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, which I did a dedicated video on, where I said was actual crap, an abomination, and a disservice to the Devil May Cry name, is holding a beta test on October 12th. If you look at their Twitter, they said they're going to be inviting additional players to it that didn't get in and that are interested in playing it. I wouldn't be, because this game is just so bad. But I mean, that's just my opinion. And finally, a gacha game launched. What in the hell is bad? And there were numerous issues that were documented on Reddit. But after repeated issues, they finally apologized and they gave 100 pulls as compensation. So if you're interested in trying What in the Hell is Bad out at any point, now is the perfect opportunity. And honestly, it is one of it's a game that is a little more juicy, so if you're, you just be aware of that going in. Now, that is everything that mattered to me concerning gacha games over the course of last week. If you want to stay up to date with all of this for the next week, the next month, the next year, again, subscribe to the channel. Now, if none of this is of interest to you, though, absolutely no problem. I got 2 different videos on screen right now that might be of more interest to you.